This is a Chucky Beat production.
Okay, today I'm going to show you guys how I shampoo my weave. This is a loose curly, and as you can see, this is how it looks at the moment, and I'm going to bring this back to life. So this was on a wig that we took apart, but it's in pieces. So to get a better clean, I'm going to separate it, and you don't have to get one at a time, but this is what I do. And of course, if it was a big bundle, you know, you could just fold it over, and I like to put it over my fingers like this. I use my fingers as an anchor, as a grip. And then I turn on my water. Just run my fingers through it like so. And I just kind of hold the top like this. And of course, if you're at home and you're using your faucet and your faucet doesn't move like that, you could just go like this, and because it would stay still, you could just run your fingers through it still. But the magic is in this grip right here. So now I get my basic clarifying shampoo, which is this one here. Yes, it's clarifying, but it will not dry your hair out. And I just run my fingers through the hair, through it and over it. And then get a little bit more, and I rub over the top. You really want to get the top because that's the part that's on your scalp. If you have a flaky scalp, if you have a sweaty scalp, if you have anything, you know, on your scalp, you really want to get the tracks, because that's what holds the stinkiness, the flakes, the product buildup, because it's closest to your scalp when you have the weave in. So now I'm just going to lay this here, and I'm going to grab more. Now these pieces may have been in the back because they're long, so this is the perfect opportunity for me to show you how I would do this. So these are separate. Just grab it like that, put your fingers through here like so, and you just want to go back and forth. I don't like the roll. I don't like to roll it because I don't feel as though you're able to get, you know, on the tracks as well as you should be able to sometimes, and you don't get the middle of the hair. So I don't like to roll it. I just kind of like to railroad track it through my fingers like this, because then you have the hair is looser. It's not rolled so tightly, and then, you know, when it's rolled tightly, you'll get shampoo build up in the middle. I mean, shampoo residue or conditioner residue in the middle, or the middle just doesn't get washed right. I find that this method here is way easier than putting it in a roll. So just run my fingers through it like so. Don't be scared to get the weave wet. Get it wet. And if there's tangles, just use your fingers to gently take the tangles out. See, now I feel like, you know, everything is uniform. I feel like everything has been wetted. So I'm still using my clarifying shampoo. Tops. And if you feel like you have too much in your hands, just kind of start separating it. But because this is a long track, I won't be able to separate it like that. If it was smaller pieces, yeah, I could. But you just want to kind of run your fingers through clean. Don't be afraid to clean. If you're that afraid to shampoo your weave, then I think you need to just go ahead and invest in another weave. So now I'm going to rinse this clarifying shampoo out, and you can also put it down like this and rub your fingers through. It's pretty sudsy, so I'm sure that it's not that dirty. When you have a lot of suds like this, it's not too dirty. Now, and I am using cool water. I don't like to swish the weave through a little bucket or fill up the sink with water and swish it through, because I feel like it's not getting clean, because it's not enough hand manipulation when you just swish it through the water. Now I rinsed it out pretty good, enough for me to go into my second shampoo, which is going to be my conditioning shampoo by Basic. And yes, I do use good products on my weaves. If you're going to invest in a weave, invest in it. Use good products. Don't cheat yourself. And if it gets a little messy, just take your time. It doesn't take long. And refix it. See how I'm just kind of refixing it like this. Okay, now everything's back together. And you can feel the difference between the two shampoos. Even though the clarifying shampoo by Basic is very moisturizing, you can feel the difference in this shampoo and how it feels on the weave. And you still want to get the top. Even though, like I said, this weave is pretty clean, it just needed to be brought back to life. Okay, now I'm gonna go into my other little batch over here. Just one pump. I'm gonna run through it. Run my fingers through it. Make sure you get in the top. You can pull it apart. If you feel like the top neat, you can just do this. That's for like a really dirty scalp, like you had a sew-in and your scalp is really flaky, and you can see the residue, the flake residue on the weave. You want to go in and wash like that, how your grandma used to wash or how your mama used to wash, like this. So this one's not that dirty, like I said before, so I'm not gonna do that whole thing. I just wanted to show you guys how to really clean a dirty track. And lay that over the other one and yes, you do want to be this thorough when cleaning your weave. I know there's some people out there saying you don't have to do all of that and just wash it. It's not that serious. Yes, it is that serious. I smell your weave, okay? Yes, I smell your weave when it is not properly washed. Well, properly shampooed, I should say. So now that we're all shampooed, now because right now I need it to be rinsed really well, I'm going to pick up these hair in smaller sections. Pick up this, and I'm going to just rinse. And everything that you do while shampooing your hair should be about keeping it detangled and keeping the cuticles flowing in one direction. That's your goal, other than the fact that you want it to get really, really clean. So make sure this part right here is ready to lay your hair down. So open it up. I feel like this part is clean. So I'm gonna lay this here. And we're just gonna move on.
This is a Chucky Beat production.
Okay, so I'm done rinsing out. Now I'm going to use my Tea Tree Deep Conditioner, which is one of my faves. And I'm going to rub it over the weave. Let me move this out of the way. I'm going to rub it over the weave. This weave is not, it's not dry. So I'm not going to put it under the dryer. But if your weave is extremely dry, you can condition it and stick it in a conditioning cap and put it under a dryer, just as if you would your hair. But I'm just running my fingers through it really, really well. And I know some people say, well, there's no point in running conditioner through your weave. But to me, yes, it is, because it gives it moisture, it protects your weave, and it also gives it a shine. At least I get a shine that I can tell the difference between conditioned weave and unconditioned weave. So I care for my weave if it's my hair, because it is an investment. And this is what it looks like with the conditioner in. It's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. So now I'm going to do the same thing and take it by sections and start rinsing. You want to thoroughly rinse. You do not want any product in your weave. So now that it's done being rinsed, I went and got my conditioner and my comb. So I did towel dry it some. So I'm going to take my conditioner, my basic leave-in conditioner, and then I'm going to spray my weave with leave-in conditioner. This leave-in conditioner serves as a heat protectant. It gives the hair sheen, softness, so I love it. So then once I do that, I take a semi-wide tooth comb and I just comb through it. I'm gonna open up my towel on the chair, and now I'm going to start laying my weave down like so. Now see how easy it is for me to comb through this.
Chucky Beat production.
If you run into a tangle, just take your time and comb through it. just want to wrap those and go in and comb. You just want the hair to dry evenly with no tangles, and all the hair is in place because it makes a difference. And that foam you see, that is the leave-in conditioner. Remember I told you it has heat protectants in it. And now, so this is what the hair looks like with the leave-in conditioner in. Now we're gonna go over and put it inside of my hooded dryer. So I'm bringing it over to my dryer. It wasn't plugged, so 1 second. Let me plug it up for you guys. So as you can see, oh, excuse me, I rolled it up in my towel just to get some of the excess water out. And now, just as I laid it out on the chair, I'm gonna lay it in here for it to dry. And every couple of minutes I'll come back and I'll just flip this side like this and flip this like that, just to get it to dry a little faster. But you kind of want to keep it out even. And what I like to do is to get a towel and to put over it so that the heat will stay inside of the dryer. So much of the heat won't be coming out. It'll dry faster. So that's how I dry my hair.